Dave Weigel, parental alienation activist and warrior. I can't take this. I can't take this anymore. I just got out of jail in New Canaan, Connecticut today. Got arrested in front of my daughter at her house while we were there checking on her mother, who was completely plastered drunk at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My daughter called me when I was at my son's tennis practice saying, "Daddy, I'm worried. Mommy sounds really bad, really weird." And we've never gotten this before. And I didn't know what to do. I called my sister, said something's up. Then right then and there I get a call from my ex, pretending everything's fine. "Hi, what's going on?" Completely out of her mind, telling me she didn't know where she lived, inviting me over out of the blue, even though we're completely at odds again. She goes, "But you don't know where I live." I said, 49. I told the address and said, "I'm not there." "Oh, yes, I am." I mean, out of her mind. I'm sorry, but the record has to be made. I am so sick and tired of getting arrested by lies that just keep flying. How many lies to the police can this man and this woman make? I don't care if they continue to say the right words. At what point do they look at the pattern of how many times this man and this woman have lied to the police for purposes of getting me in trouble, either for this divorce or because I'm there and happen to see them and choose not to call the ambulance and the police right off the bat? Of course, when Mr. Sarav shows up, at first, he scurries away and leaves. I send my daughter down and say, tell him if he's capable of being here to discuss what's best for mommy and the kids, okay? Tell him I'm here. She did, and he turned around and he left. Right then and there, gets on the phone with good old Daniel B. Notes, and he informs him, guess what? Even though Georgie discontinued, there's no more supervised visitation, there's no more restraining order, everything was lifted in March, even though, don't worry, Sarav, I didn't have her take it out of the system yet. It's still showing on the national system. So he goes back up, and with the knowledge of knowing, if anything goes wrong, or if David calls the police, which I had to, when they get there, just tell them there's an arrest warrant out for him. He's in violation of the restraining order. They're going to see it in the system. They'll arrest him. Once again, the concerted lies. My fifth arrest. Fifth arrest for trying to do the right thing. When I got that call, when I saw that she was completely messed up, I could have just sat there and just done exactly what Daniel B. Notes would do. Use it to the full advantage of my case right then and there. But no. I had my daughter and my son. I was thinking, what is the best thing? Okay, try and help this woman. She's falling down. And we did. And I came there and she said, I know you don't want to hurt me. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, but what are we going to do? Let's try. But when Mr. Sarav Chatterjee showed up, no, back to the same playbook. The same playbook. And for the record, I'd be posting my daughter's text messages right after getting me arrested. And right here, it says, no contact with the victim, Sarav Chatterjee. No contact, okay, until I can go defend my innocence again on 6/3. So even though he's the victim, he sends a text message to my daughter while I'm getting arrested. I didn't know the police were coming. I didn't call the police. I didn't get your dad arrested. No, he didn't get me arrested. Yet, Sarav Chatterjee, the victim, what was he a victim of today? What was he a victim of today? As soon as he showed up and burst into the room, he said, oh, because you're drunk at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I said, I'm going to leave you guys to it. And my daughter was there and heard everything. And I just walked out. And as I sat and looked back, I called the police and I said, listen, there's a guy here who has a habit and a history of putting in false arrests against me. He's done it 4 times already. I need to make sure and tell you that this is what's going on. This is the truth. I need to protect myself. I called the police. Showed up, got the story from my daughter. But as soon as they went upstairs and they got to talk to Saurav Chatterjee, said, look in the system. Look at the system. He can't be here. He can't be here. He's in violation. Then we got down to the station and I pulled it up on the system showing that it was completely removed. I was not in any violation of any restraining order. Lied to the police, but knew he'd get away with it because Daniel Notes told him, it's still in the system. I never removed it. Never had the judge remove it. Even though it's on the record. It's been removed in March 18th or whatever it is. On the record. I'll post that too. I was not there with the kids every single day. Obviously, I'm not in violation of a restraining order. But Mr. Notes knew it was still in the system because, come on, they hate me. They're sinking me. Oh, are they going to go in there and completely update the systems? Why? Might be able to use it again. Right in a case like this. This is how it's done, people. 5th arrest. How many times? How many times I got to prove my innocence? I went there trying to help her. Trying to help her. This is what you get. This is what you get.